And we're here, day one, here in my first hardcore survival world. Okay, it doesn't look like we spawned in a particularly great area. Savannah biome, yeah, not the best, is it? But okay, we'll make the most of this. Found a little cave here, not quite a ravine, but it's still outcropping. So we'll grab some materials and then explore it for wood and coal and any other little miscellaneous pieces that we need. So as you guys might be able to tell, we're currently playing a modded installation of Minecraft. I'll have a link, or not, well, I won't link them. I'll have a list. I'll have a list of all the mods down in the description. Or I'll have a link to a page that does list them. But I've chosen mods that don't change Minecraft. Hey, there we go, Stone Age. So yeah, that don't change Minecraft, but does add to the immersion. And I'll try and let you guys know if I add or take away any mods as we proceed through the series. So this is my first time playing hardcore survival, so I don't really see myself kind of lasting that long. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. There we go. Got my first stone pick. Ooh, I'm kind of nervous. You know when you're kind of that nervous that you get kind of like in your chest, like butterflies. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that right now. Let me just get my tools here, and I'll be right back with you. Ooh, creeper. Okay, don't want to go near him, especially not this early in the game. I definitely wouldn't survive a blast from him. Okay, let's just get out of harm's way here. So yeah, we got a ambient sounds mod. Kind of adds to the immersion. We'll see what I do with it. Ooh! Christ, okay. Goddamn demon spawn child was not what I was expecting. At least he's burning in the day. Get over here and get out this way. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you can see his little ragdoll body. Kick him around a bit. That's the physics mod. I've kind of dumbed down the physics mod a little bit. Just to not destroy my PC. Okay, this looks like a good place to live. Right by the water, so I don't have to get buckets for any farms I have to make quite yet. Some fish. Yeah, I like this little hillside here. Some people might know I'm a big Hobbit fan, so yeah, I'm definitely think I'm gonna, like most good first bases in a world, a dirt hole is where I'm gonna be at. And so yeah, I'm gonna make this my little Hobbit hole, I think. If I can get this one piece of wood. If I can get this one piece of wood. There we go. But food will be a concern, so I think I'm gonna have to wrangle up some of these chickens. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I think I've got enough to make this longer. I'm off by 1. I'll just put a gate there. That's fine. So yeah, we wanna wrangle up some of these chickens. We can get eggs from them. We can also breed them just with seeds. So we'll get a wheat farm going. At one point, once we have enough chickens, we will just set up an automatic chicken farm. Make it a little easier, but right now we're going to do it the manual way. Ooh, an egg. And just make some chickie babies. Come on, they know what they know what come on, they know what they want to come in. Come on, give them a little push. There we go. See, look, they're just hungry. Oh, and now there's something else that begins with H. Ooh. Yeah, take that, you bastard. So let's start that wheat farm here. And this is one of the reasons why I've chosen settling by the water. It's because I don't instantly need to get iron and have a bucket to start farming and doing things. Ooh. starting to get dark actually. I should probably find somewhere to live. And there we go. So it's nighttime now. We have somewhere to live. I've lit up a couple of torches in the immediate area. And ooh, there's a skeleton there. I'm gonna try to take him on. Let's see how this plays out. 3.5 hearts. Okay, I'm left with 3.5 hearts now. That's way too much. We are. Not good at all. I really need that food. You see just like little fish bodies floating out the river as I swim by them. So yeah, the wheat's going to take too long to grow. Chickens, I don't want to kill them quite yet, because the more I have, the more babbies I can make. More chickens I can get. It's an exponential growth. So these salmon are going to be nice and quick and easy to get food. As I said, this is my first time playing hardcore survival, so if you have any tips or tricks, any videos you think I should watch, please let me know and I'll take everything into consideration. Because yeah, it's been a while since I've just played survival Minecraft by myself, and I definitely do not know what I'm doing when it comes to hardcore. So I'd really appreciate it if people let me know what's up. I'm all good and happy for making OP farms. I don't want to go too overboard really. I want to have some fun. I still want to do stuff and mine and kind of chill out. I do really like the look of the mega builds that people do in Minecraft, so I think I might do some of those if I live long enough. So we'll see. Would be interesting. I've never done a mega build. I'd have to plan it all out, which is something I don't typically do with my builds. I'm not a very good builder, if you'll come to find out. Now the end goal, of course, in the whole thing is to survive as long as possible, as well as, you know, defeating the Ender Dragon, maybe some of the other bosses that are harder. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just nervous when it becomes night right now. I'm really not used to these situations in hardcore. You know, one life is everything. But also, I'd like to explore some of the new stuff that Minecraft has added. I know nothing about archaeology. I know it's in the game, and that's pretty much it. I know it's not a great mechanic from what I've been told, but I would still like to explore it and kind of understand what's happening around me in the world. I also have never seen the Warden's fortress, the underground dank fortress thing that the warden hides in. Never seen one of those in survival, so it's going to be a challenge, but I would like to have a little gander at that, just as well as just chilling in my own world, to be honest. I want to share this experience with everyone, and I want to get better at building. That's one big thing. My builds are still very flat looking, like I'm like a 12-year-old Minecrafter. No offense to any 12-year-old Minecrafters. I bet some of them can build better than me right now. But back in the day, no one in my friend group, well actually no, everyone in my friend group could build, but I was the worst. Okay. So we need to go out and find some sheep. Try to get a bed and try and avoid the night. I would like some comments on that. I've seen a couple videos where people try to make it... Oh, there's a sheep. People try to make it as hard as they can, and they force themselves not to sleep through the night. I don't know if that's something I want to do or if I should do. So it would be nice to have some input on that from you guys. Ooh, cave. Okay, I'll explore that later. I'm on a mission right now before it gets dark, which it's going to. So yeah, I would really love to have some input. Should I be sleeping? Should I not? Is it... I assume it's not taboo, considering... Like, I don't know. Me personally, I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. I would like to have the safety net of being able to sleep, but because it is hardcore, I don't want to make things too easy. So I guess we'll see how we go. I'll see what people say, and yeah, we'll just play it by ear, I guess. Oh Christ, there's monsters around, but I found my base. Oh, another armadillo. I really couldn't find it then. I knew roughly the direction I went in, but no, I was lost after a minute there. Yeah, at least I got my salmon. Try and eat this and heal up. That's something I definitely could never do, is ultra hardcore. And for those who don't know, ultra hardcore is like hardcore on steroids, as the name kind of suggests. And God, yeah, it's so eating food doesn't replenish health in ultra hardcore. I don't think it's a tab in Minecraft. I think you have to enable it with commands or do something with commands. But yeah, food doesn't regenerate health. The only way you can have to regenerate health is using regeneration. So golden apple or potions. And God, I need to stop talking because I cannot concentrate on anything that's beside me. Okay, you found two spiders here. Ooh, and a skeleton and a creeper. Okay, this went from like 2 spiders to a whole armada. Is that the word? Come on. Okay. I wish I could change that mod so it's only my items that are flat on the ground. So I'm gonna know what I put. I'm not gonna know what mobs put down. But I've got 4 strings. That's ooh, that's an iron sword. Okay. Amping myself up. Did he drop it? He did not. Iron sword would have been very useful right then. That's the only reason why I even encountered that zombie. But yeah, I've got 2 wool at home. I've got 4 string. That's another wool. That's another bed. Another bed. That's a bed. There we go. Let's craft this up. Got 2 wool there, and I've got no wood. God damn it! It's always one thing after another, isn't it? In this game. Something happens and you don't have enough, or you've got to do something to carry on. God, it's ridiculous. It kind of reminds me of modded Minecraft. When you go to make a complicated recipe and like take it or something, and you just don't know why you're making that item anymore, or you don't have the parts. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're asleep now. Sweet dreams are made of these. It is day 3. I've disabled chat there because, as I said, I want to try and make this as immersive as I can. And having chat come up like that it actually kind of threw me out. I was kind of really in the game for a second then, and yeah, I wasn't. As soon as I went to bed, I was like, oh yeah, this is chat. So I don't want to talk about all just Minecraft things. In the future, I would love to tell some stories. Maybe not from my personal life. I'm just going to start mining here if you're wondering what I'm doing in the background. Just starting the mine. Somewhere to dig. So yeah, I'm not sure about personal stories. My memory's not too great, so telling detailed personal stories is not my strong suit. But I really like, and I'm really into like myths and legends and those kind of stories. I'd love to explore those and some interesting stories from real people, just not me. Because I'm gonna be honest, all I do is work and play video games when I get home. I don't think of myself as an interesting person, but I think most people think that. Not that I'm not interested, that they themselves, I think most people consider themselves to be uninteresting. I've also thought about using this time and space to kind of vent a little, kind of make it like a journal, like a video journal. I don't know if that's something people want to see, but that's what I was just thinking. Just anything that comes to mind, I can just spew out here, and you guys can deal with it for me. It's my little coping mechanism. You guys deal with it, and I just play Minecraft. I think that sounds like a very good life to me. So, speaking about non-Minecraft things, I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring in the last month or so. Just before recording this, I've been playing a whole lot of Elden Ring. Yeah, so I'll give you my little impromptu review of the game, because as of right now, I've played about 120 hours of it. It took me about 100 hours just to complete the main story. I don't know if that's long compared to most people, but I wasn't really following the main story. I was going through, I was fighting dungeons, completing quests. Well, not... Yeah, I completed some quests. But I also wanted to complete all the bosses in the main game. So, yeah, I even did Melania, which was a huge... God. Melania was something else, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of cheesed it a little. Most people consider that I cheesed it in the FromSoft community because I used my Mimic tier. But some people said Mimic tier is actually a hindrance with Melania. Because they just kind of get in the way. But yeah, I kind of cheesed it a bit. Right now I'm playing Shadow of the Erd Tree. And Mesmer is... I've had more attempts fighting Mesmer than I have Melania. Which is really annoying because I was not even expecting to come... I thought Mesmer would be later in the game. Anyway, I'd love to share my experience with you guys. It was my first proper introduction into a From Software title. I'm going to be honest, I've played about an hour of the first Dark Souls, but couldn't get far because when I first played Dark Souls, it was on PS3 and it was the Prepare to Die edition, which I think might be harder. Yeah, that did not go smoothly at all. I couldn't really get past the first initial area of Firelink. Keep in mind, I'm only 25 right now. So when I was playing this game, I was a lot younger and wasn't very capable of playing those types of games, I think. Elden Ring, anyway. Completely different experience. I loved it. And because it's so open world and you can if you struggle on one thing, struggle on one boss, you can just move on and fight other enemies, you can fight other bosses, that might be easier. You have the freedom to just kind of move around, return, leave something and return later, which I really liked. You can just level up and, adjust your loadout, and then the boss becomes easier because you've had time to level up and kind of get used to the game, I guess. It's so approachable to new players. I think if you if you want to play a From Software game, play Elden Ring. It's so approachable. Still challenging. Even if I think you play games and you have a grasp of gaming, it's still going to be very difficult, I think, to people who don't have the fundamentals of playing video games. Like my partner, she plays games. We play Valorant, we play the Battle Pass, but I think a game like Elden Ring would be a big struggle for her. But I think for other gamers, like if you're a very casual gamer, you might struggle with Elden Ring. If you've been playing games for years and like you're kind of like a quote-unquote serious gamer but not professional, Elden Ring I think is a good jumping off point to be in. That being said, I do have a few gripes with the game, but I think that mainly stems from my lack of experience of From Software's approach to storytelling and game design, because I found it difficult to follow quests and understand what was happening around me, because other From Software games, other Soulsborne games, they just don't spoon feed you information. There's no map markers, and there's no, and the characters only speak in kind of vague, cryptic terms. Much of the lore and storyline is hidden within item descriptions, which I didn't actually fully realise until I almost finished the game. So I've not read like any of the item descriptions and things that I have. I'm a bit lost, so I need to watch some YouTube story videos on what's going on in Elden Ring. Despite these challenges, my overall experience was overwhelmingly positive. While I often found myself lost, both in terms of the story and figuring out where to go next on the map, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. My first playthrough, which lasted about 100 hours, like I said, about 100 hours of the main story. I'm currently about 20 hours into Shadow of the Erdtree alone, which is pretty huge for a DLC, and it's even longer, I believe. Knowing what I know about the game's mechanics and how it handles narrative, I would be happy, more than happy to play it again. Elden Ring was one of those games that sat in my Steam library for like a year. Right, I knew it was a good game, I heard good things, but it sat in my library for a year, and it was gifted me from a friend, so I was kind of feeling bad about not having played it. And I wanted to complete more of my Steam library, so I booted up Elden Ring, started playing it, and I think it not throwing you into just really difficult situations immediately made it very approachable and didn't bum me out very quickly about what was going on, which kept me playing. It made me go, okay, this is easier. I can do this. I can play this, which I loved. And so yeah, it was very daunting to start. I was actually kind of nervous when I got to the main menu, because if I didn't play enough of it, my friend would see that, you know, I'd played 10 minutes of the game and then never picked it up again. Which, you know, if you've ever bought someone a game that's not really something you want. But no, I thoroughly enjoyed the game. It's probably Elden Ring, even though I didn't completely understand everything that was happening, I completely loved it, and one of my favourite games of the year. I would recommend anyone who plays games to play Elden Ring. And if you're not in that kind of dark fantasy, you know, if that's not your vibe, that's fair enough. But I'd say if you've thought about giving it a go, give it a go. You know, even if you want to wait for it to be on sale on Steam or something, I would highly recommend it. Yeah, I'd highly recommend Elden Ring. Oh! God, it's dark again. Well, I think we're going to wrap this up. It's been tense, guys, trying to survive all these close calls. Some progress is being made. Remember to comment down below, give me some tips, and maybe while you're down there, drop a like and a subscribe. It always really helps. I love, the best part of making these videos is seeing how much people do like them and how much they interact with the videos. So that it really does make my day. And before I leave you, you guys are greatly appreciated. And I really truly mean that. Because it took more effort to make this video than I think it looks. And if you're seeing this at the end, it means that you've watched it all. So thank you so much. And stay safe out there.